All right, at the end of 90 minutes at the Babayara Sports Stadium, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Ashe Ekano Bakon, I'm a club of Aduana Stars, and Timmy and well, this means that last time Asante Kotoko, Elusu match, Ewo Fieno. It dates back to Kotoko Nations FC. First round, a year Opwase Lincoln Sports Stadium. Kotoko, after coming back to the Baba Yara Sports Stadium, is Asante Kotoko. Ebeguremu wa Baba Yara Sports Stadium, no, they are unbeaten. That is the story. Kotoko, without a defeat at the Babaya Sports Stadium, the worst performance was a draw. And that one by Asante Kotoko boy against Bichim United. Kotoko keeping a clean sheet today. And the first match for Coach Karim Zito. Yeah, Baba who breakdown. Who analysis. What happened today at the Babaya Sports Stadium? What transpired? Improvement being and a PM with Timunum and Fana still as Asante Kotoko Esifa Ebuana Omu Pijem to 10 things around. There's so many more and you'll be discussing on the show. Well, and Obi Onyabo 30 on your passports and also the video that we posted on Porcupine Stand. So, don't forget to subscribe on. Diana a woman say catch him say Coach Karim Zito was definitely going to make some changes in his setup. Well, this was the lineup. Asante Kotoko coach Karim Zito and Robi Otime Kacho say expect a Kwame Poku Abetamwa attack. Justice Blade Tinedu will go to the bench. Mekane emphatically in the video. Well, Ostati say Frederick Kasare call bench ma Muhammad Kamara ebedem. And one of the key moments in today's game was the fact that Muhammad Kamara saved a penalty for Asante Kotoko. Sam Adams, more on that. But Muhammad Kamara starting Emma a year a branchia, your friend Frederick Asare called bench. Right back was a year Michael Sifa. And Obi share me from Tuesday, and I kept on saying, sir, Asante Kotoko shishim based on what is happening with training. Sifa and a right back. Ansu ene eye Samba Nel. Ejina Asante Kotoko. Eye 4 and 5. Patrick Esiedu ball left back. Then Ubenya eye middle. And a coach Karim Zito operated with a 4-4-2 system. Into one defensive midfielder in team menu with Babayaya as the number 8. It's any current runner. On the wings was Fernando Wisdom Bassi. Now when you brantia your friend Michael Che Jamana and also your catcher him. Then attack of Kwame Poku and a brantia friend Albert Amwa. So a 4-4-2 system with Michael Che Jamana supporting Michael Sifa on the right side of Kotoko's attack and defense. Well, in the second half, Coach Bay changes. Fernando Wisdom Bass Befrioma Isaka Abdul. Yes, Isaka Abdul. Coach Karim Zito. Emma Isaka an opportunity to come in our game. Mekacho say week wing was Asante Kotoko training grounds. Coach Karim Zito. Emma Mrantium youth team players Makuma Kunsia. Ebe red team no no team no training. Into the course so no. Later, unfortunately, Michael Sifa Ebepra ama abrantia your friend no Justice Blade Babebo right back ahead of Daniel Ajeti. Eso course ho. Then later in the middle, Babaya Befrio ama abrantia your friend Emmanuel Enchuso Ababishim Eddie Asante Kotoko. First and first, Kotoko started the game with high spirit, but ended on familiar note. Kotoko started the game with high spirit, but ended on familiar note. The me patch ni say adeɛ baako ɛda nso ɛwɔ Asante Kotoko mmɔdemmɔ ni say ebra ye share agokansie na se no awokeka Asante Kotoko mrantie ne share ball na se no na ɛwɔ soro. That led to the goal as Asante Kotoko share over the 25th minute. You can clearly see that the boys wanted to respond to a fans na kakra na aba stadium hono. They wanted to respond by giving them a good start. That is something you can't take away from the Kotoko team. The Kotoko team started very, very well, especially in the first 20 to 30 minutes. But Asema Ayaka afa Asante Kotoko on how they finish matches. The issue of fatigue, the issue of poor substitution, and and then because some of the substitutions, was as a result of injury. But clearly, Kotoko did not end on a good note. Now, it's the second half, Kotoko were rather delaying the game to some extent. Now ball Kotoko so kakra. You don't really see much threat from Kotoko. Also, beat Michelle one goal, and you can see the threat from the team trying everything possible to get another goal. Now say or Saba Beshe go back on assign at the account. But that was not what we were seeing from the Asante Kotoko team. Now it was the second half, it was going to be difficult to see Kotoko getting another goal. It was more of if go beba nanke betimi a club efene ADUANA Stars. Boko go kick out say Kotoko timi delay kakra. Kamara delay kakra or chebo anu adaho kakra. And yes, game management is very, very important. Untimi bobo nanka say hey, masheba akumi biema, because at this moment it's all about the 3 points, and Coach Karim Zito can emphatically on the press conference now say. So you can't really complain that much, but I'm just painting the picture of why. And the question again, your baby's answer, why is that the Kotoko team in the second half ain't mean put enough pressure on opponent? The first half now far, now second half why is that happening? Story or a conversation about to also air that for credit to Mohamed Kamara. Well, second observation, Coach Karim Zito is ready to take bold decisions. Basically, by looking at the lineup, which means a coach Zito bana wabano and any abre nyagro because we are talking about a team benching Justice Blay, benching Frederick Asare, keeping Michael J. Jamana, playing Babayaya as a number 8, keeping Kwame Poku any Abrantia. Your friend Albert Amwa, and starting Fernando Wisdom Bassi. We a bold decisions. Any decision back up. Frederick Asare, yes, Oshe Kotoko gamer. Your boy against nations especially the first goal. Obet me say, hey, boy, the Asare. I say one said I'm born home than sa. And I born Koto at them. But Coach Zito, after 1 week training, decided Asare goes back to the bench for Kamara to come in. Any decision ketwa. Then he proceed by starting Henry Ansu. Yes, my catcher said Joseph Ablo Honton. But he proceed by starting Ansu, benching Ajete, our natural right back, to play Michael Sefa. Now the consequences is that says Sefano Kobo natural, right or Kobo right back, one natural right back now far. About 4 baby question say, hey, now one natural right back or no one bono. But that was not the decision our coach need to take. And also introducing Harry Ansu. So changes in the goalkeeping department, changes in defense. Then you come to the middle. Playing in team menu as the only defensive midfielder. Most of the Kotoko matches, Ogum decide to go for double pivot. Players in front of the defense to shield the defense from the number of chances our opponent creating. Bold decision from Zito in team men one defensive midfielder. Baba Yaya embo number 8. Then he started Bassi. Bassi nye player was starting matches Kotoko. At a point, even the old technical team wanted him out of the team. Zito Sime starting. Then controversial issue. Michael Che Jamana nipa bebre aka say there be Che there. The ball wings are when they are wingers. Hey. Or no ball. So Zito clearly man or ready to take risk. And again, the fact that Okachire said now his focus is on results. No, it means 1-0 win. No, men cast the team are reviving. Men cast the team na ye because there are still rough patches with team numa. Ebe here fixing. But there back when I catch on here said he meant to say there be. He said who ball efe. We saw a Kotoko team that was more direct. And once again, the inclusion of Baba Yaya to the number 8 meant that in Team J are not the Amaya. And one thing about Yaya said he was also trying, especially in the first half. Second half, the team said second half, but especially in the first half, quick transition. It was clear in Kotoko's play. Quick transition. J ball na pesi a move ball in terms of Baba spread it. Na basi tumrika any ade. You could see say the transition was not a bit slow. A transition and a fast. But still, there are rough patches that is meant to be fixed. Credit to Mohamed Kamara for saving that penalty, and credit to Kwame Poku. And the game, it was more of an average game, but individual players being show up. The penalty caused by Henry Ansu, he could have done better. The problem of Ansu, Ababe, players at the ball to form are more quick feet. Pace and the problem of Ansu. And no steady last season when Ogum decided so about high line. Now most of the time na expose Henry Ansu. Most na born no the namne ho na kwa yen same bebre. He was really being exposed. Most born enamne ho. And today it show up him. And I think as a player it's something he must work on because clearly it was a penalty. Referee I won't mean carry late tackle and poor reading of the ball at that moment. Apart from that, he tried his best. But clearly, if Sefa bought right back, because Lord the Pradia, then I think say we are going to miss Ablo. Because imagine Ablo Samba na Ubo and the player in the natural position or right where and Ubo pa. It takes me to my other conversation. Injuries is really making life difficult for Kotoko. And again, Isaac Minta, you can enra. I can a year. Abrante Fen Peter Aqua, so as some catch them weekly as Aqua in your training or take dugout. And then went to me and yet to and you could see, say, in the second half, the entire members may both team in the second half at some point. The first substitution was due to injury. Bassi's substitution, Odum say no call for most of the time. No say Bassi so nechi. Now the technical team needed to take a cautious decision. Baba Yaya went down also because of an injury. And team, it looks like in as much as there will be technical and tactical problems, whereas Asante Kotoko team, injuries is also something that is really affecting Asante Kotoko. Around 7 years ago, next match against how to focus and ne senka has two besin ko nsuatre. But because on nsuatre my match no send ye nyina anim no nsuatre out of the Ghana Premier League in Intino. Sa match number so hard to focus and between man ko nsuatre one bobo they get a free day. No injuries to their players because send ye ne Kotoko ba si fe pra ochina ne be check the extent of the injury. Basi ye chuchano even Kotoko players pick yellow card, which means that there might be some players that will try they can be suspended for the next game because of a yellow card. No? Hard to folk is not going through any of that because Oman Bobo, but they are going to get 3 points and 3 goals. And that is quite unfortunate. Oman have got Konyo Moko Akobo Enyami Adman next week. Omenya enough rest. So I'm looking at how the technical team of Asante Kotoko is going to manage this. Because clearly, I still believe the stamina of the Kotoko players is not up to the task. And what they know from. And we are in the middle of the season. Untimi momo enya hoden djuma bebre. And also kwa fans bebre ediaba. Now, things that I want the team to improve on. I think we clearly also need to improve on our set pieces. And a quick transition leading to the goal from Asante Kotoko. Babaya to Kwame Poku. Give Kwame Poku the needed supplies in the penalty box and he will get you the goals. Wachere. Short keeper me and Chebo na no problem. But the occasions are because you have players like Yaya, you have players like Kwame Poku, players like Albert Amwa and Bassi. Some players around the opponent's final 10 in the penalty box. I think Asante Kotoko technical team moving forward. I want to see improvement. I want to see Kotoko free kicker. Oba Air Force keeper say Opia Kokona. I want to see Kotoko free kicker Obo Biashe. Kotoko free kicker say net direct crown to Asha. A free kick pattern leading to a goal. And make a free kick pattern leading to a goal. And he say pa free kick go beat me to the shot. Or beat me piano obi no free chirabebo shot. Or beat me run echo space near to asia di amano. No cutting no be abashe. Or beat me cross the first pole. Now players bear 6 or now rush it to first pole no. Or now rush it to first pole now making it difficult for the goalkeeper to make a save. The same thing applies to corner. But it looks like Kotoko get a lot of that, but they are not using it. Into Coach Zito. Ne how back one. Na team no ewo ansana oba. And ye share ni masra say ba wa ben osu betimi aba be yebi et yaboa ama neoma asesa. Well, we cannot talk about all these things and ignore issue of attendance. Honestly, Zito's return and the whole week, Kotoko was really in the conversation. Kotoko ban common mupa. And he sure him say attendance ni betimi apeja. But no kwani say attendance na ambasa. Still a lot of questions. And me maka say season the kwa we say Asante Kotoko had to folk. Etimi trance together with the FA. Send them these safety and security protocols by no. Omumpe professionals. Because safety and security no omo engage IGP. Omo engage clubs, supporters. Omo engage club umpeni for omo engage even the media to come up with these proposals. Say clubs see entimi ambo money and finding ways to improve their attendance. Ekombedi o match pa. Because their major source of income is attendance. And I think say it keeps getting worse. Match be a team be and found the promo be and found the conversation around the team because new manager aba Kotoko is not entirely out of the league. And Penifua Lante operation 18 points. That is win all matches to win the league. Which it means that clearly the Kwenya Bako Pesa Asante Kotoko winning matches Ninana. League na chances so around 90%. But the question is, can Kotoko win all matches? Now we expect to say Chita for Babe team nechi. Now revival process no must start with club FN Diana no. That was not what you discover in a game. Yeah, Chita for no never form pa. Team penny for enya ho adwuma. E won komunum. Now earlier on, I mentioned Kwame Poku and Mohamed Kamara, but I think I still need to give them a lot of applause. Kamara conceded Guamet me born a cheap papa. But then he kept a clean sheet and saved a penalty. Penalty and penalty a keeper abo and I play abo akubupu. And your penalty a play abo afaba and your penalty a play abo. Keeper to the home. Now watch a ball. And one ball he pushed the ball to an area that was going to make it difficult for the player to get a second opportunity to hit a rebound. But what I say, you'll be obe push ball naba. Baby obe push ball naba no. But once a player no any chance no was hand shot for fro. But that was not what happened. Pushy ball to baby now Kotoko defenders were closer to clear the ball than a clubber ADUANA getting another opportunity to shoot in Tiembo Kamara Abaso. I mean, what justify the decision behind coach Karim Zito keeping him in the team. The second thing is Poku putting up a celebration that meant that Mokasadodo. This is what we've been saying. We a player. The only way you can respond to accusations, to fans expressing their disappointment over your performance, is to put up a wonderful performance. So it's tough for you to say, "Monday morning, but from no more kasa." A kwanya obetimi ayi ano enye se wo mo kasa no ko giro mu na wo so wakeka wa adwen akere mo. Wadwuma eye park no so. Inse chitafo no hu ze da bi. De ekoso no enso ani omode mbo wo fom na wo mo sika ene omgidi o mu no aseya. De obetimi an se wo so ko gina park no so. Na makasa no MP or park no so. Wonderful goal scored by him, and I hope that the team will still work to improve. Still, there are improvement key points. There are a lot of improvement key points that need to happen if the team wants to win the league. But operation 18 points, and now 3 has been cleared. The difficult ones now ahead. Away to Vision, away to Gold Stars, and away to Heart to Folk. Sam Yensani ne hupa. Se obeshe house. Ewa away. Obeshe Gold Stars. Ewa away. Se obekwa akushe Vision. Ewa away. Enu ne. So the real job match is left to be done. But credit to the team for starting on a wonderful note. They are coming later. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.